that. She ran. There might be some hope for her after all. We just need a stronger starter. So we can have her on, 2 cylinders next time. One of our other weird problems on this tractor is that when I press the brake, it doesn't engage, but see here there's like this, and this lever pulls. It's not actually pulling on the lever for the brake, which is this guy. So maybe we just gotta tighten it. Maybe we'll get lucky. Probably not. Oh yeah, I gotta give it up for Harbor Freight's finest. Let's see what happens here. So we can bust a knuckle somehow. There we go. I'm gonna try and, move the thread on up. See if that does the trick. Because you know what? Could use some nice easy wins. That brake rotor doesn't look all that bad. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Boom. So there's a little disc right there, so I can kind of rock it back and forth. This moves. Slam on the brake. Sweet. Sweet. We have brakes. Got motor, brakes, we need gas. Well, as with all projects, when you have work, kids, and baseball and fun stuff, yeah, it's been a little bit. But all right, I've got a new tank in. Yank this guy out. We're gonna have to fab up some mounts. I could not get a replacement for this style tank. There's a bunch of these out there on eBay for pretty cheap though, so we'll figure it out. What could go wrong, right? Well, everything could go wrong, but hopefully not much this time. I got 2 of these little guys up here holding on our heat shield. I think we'll probably want to redo that heat shield. That seems like a pretty smart idea. Not everything they did on here was super smart, but that seems like a pretty good idea. There's an engine just right there. So, heat shield, very important. We'll get this guy off and get back with you. Well, last one. Anyone want to take a bet on whether this tank comes out, without having to pull a motor? Hey, there it is. This is pretty crunchy. Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. Doesn't come out without pulling the motor. Or at least this mount up here. I mean, I could just break it, but I am going to have to slide this guy in. So maybe we'll make a little more room. Use the handy Milwaukee cheater. And I'll get this bracket out of the way. Can't tell you how much I like that thing. Yeah, that bracket comes out. Oh, just slides right on out. Look at that. If it wasn't just all torn to pieces and cracked everywhere, this would be a pretty nice tank. Not bad. A lot bigger. It's a lot more fuel in our new one. So we're hitting up the gas pump pretty hard, I guess, on this guy. It's gonna be thirsty. 18 horsepower. Gotta feed that. I'll just mount that right there and we're done, right? Not bad for a day's worth of work. All right, well, I got eye protection, I got sparkles. We're ready to go. Let's make this happen. Well, one issue here is that, not being designed for this thing, it doesn't quite want to fit easily. That's okay, we'll get this figured out. A little bit clearancing here. I want to put in our heat shield too. Now, would you look at that? Not bad. Took that chunk out. Now, find out if it was the right amount. Oh yeah, look at that, perfect. Perfect spacing. I like it. This will work. Now he's got to fab up some mounts. We're good to go. Tonight, since we don't have the welder fortress done, breaking out the Harbor Freight MIG. It works though. It's not bad of a machine. Splatter, splatter, splatter. Well, we had to do some surgery. Check it out. So we modified the gas tank a little bit so that it'll fit behind the heat shield. Oops. So there's our old heat shield. And now we got to do 60% welding. So we got to figure out where this, so we can still get to the fuel neck. And we're going to put a little support under here. And hopefully this is going to work the first time. Third, fourth, whichever. Either way. Surgery, sparks. Life's gonna be fun. Just tacking it into place for the moment. We'll get it all up there, make sure everything fits, and maybe we'll go back through with the TIG and actually do this sort of right. Or not. No one's gonna see this, so maybe we'll just go for efficiency and speed rather than beautiful. It's, you know, a little art project. Now this isn't quite finished yet, but got a bracket on each side. Probably put a screw up through here. Put a big old washer and a nut, hold it down. And then put some little outriggers. Put a little shield right here. And I think we'll have a gas tank. Look at that. Well, you know, something like that. We'll get it on there. Shields up time next. But all right. Coming along, coming along. One day we'll drive. Here's how you know we're just not quite there yet. Yep, soon. Check it out, new tool to play with. This thing's pretty fun. Yeah, it does a pretty good job taking. Precision. Well, there's one universal truth, which is no matter how many clamps you have, you don't always have the right ones. But all right, we got it clamped in place. Got the supports. You can just tack that in place and hope it works. Fuel tank. Well, I've done something brilliant and completely misplaced my other one, so I guess I'll try some other stuff. I'm gonna try and get the PTO switch out. Get this dashboard looking fancy. And hopefully, by doing something else, I'll actually find one before. Oh, losing parts, dropping bolts. That's what makes it a hobby, not a business. All right. Goodbye, old PTO. And here's our shiny new PTO from eBay. And what I like about it, it's got the yellow. That makes it real fancy. It's going to look nice. Cleaning this thing up good. Well, I had to leave you behind for a little while because time and all that fun stuff. But I've got this nice little area for the gas tank to sit. It's got a shield. We'll clean up these welds. Had a good time with the Harbor Freight, you know, Chicago Electric. Did pretty good. So we've got some little tabs here. These are going to be our second bolt holes through the side. Down here's been where our primary goes. And then it kind of goes real nice in here. Actually. So I think this will work. And then the gas tank, if I can find it. Oh yeah, I found it. Look at that. She goes right in there. Shielded away from the engine. And yep, that's gonna work. But of course, sun is setting. Time to finish up before the rain comes in. Next time. Okay, well, I think we're ready to actually put this together. And because we're perfectionists, we're gonna paint it. That's right. Old Ford blue. Perfect. Wanna do some more?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's get that coat on there. Yeah. Gotta keep moving. Gotta get your little Picassos do these. Yeah. Would you look at that? Got our nice Ford blue, classic Ford blue, hanging out on top of a rusty old tractor. Hooked up the choke, throttle, and we even got a fuel line starting to run. So gotta put a fuel filter on here, and we'll see if she goes. It's time to finally scrape the old seat off of here. Come on down. Wow, look at that. Gross. All right. Well, bye-bye, Chief. Let's figure something else out here. Oh, yeah. An acorn stash. That's nice. Modern tractors, they don't get... Oh, look at all that rust. Dang. It's like a David Tracy in here. Look at this. I figured out a trick. There's this ring that goes around the outside. There we go. Now we can just pull her off. But we'll have to figure something out, because those bolt holes, though, they come up through the floor there, and they're going to be pretty unpleasant to sit on if I don't figure something else out. Big moment. Just put some gasoline in. Let's see if we can get her to suck up some through. Alright, let's see if she'll suck up some fuel. Yeah, look at that. We got fuel on the line. She actually started feeding pretty good. So, here we go. Let's start up here. Full throttle. Got some happy juice. Well, the situation update is the fuel pump don't seem to be pumping, so we'll look around, but I bet we gotta rebuild her. Dang, so close. Good news is you can pour gas down the car, but she runs for a while. And we're not pumping gas, so we're gonna try and rebuild fuel kit. So here's our fuel pump. Look, and it doesn't look too bad. Definitely older, and since it's not creating suction. Yeah. Check it out from eBay. Yes, it is our fuel pump rebuild kit. $10. So I'm gonna put that in here, get her mounted on the tractor, and we'll check back in. All right, put her back on, replace the missing spring, so hopefully now she'll work. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's not right. Got some gasoline leaking out of here around the section hose, it looks like. That's weird. Okay, the fuel pump, I guess the little gasket back here just wasn't quite seized right, so we're not dripping gas anymore, so that's a good sign. All right. What next? Let's see what she does for us. Well, now it's time to cover her up for good. We don't want to run her for too long before we get all the cooling shrouds on, because otherwise we'll probably end up overheating it. Don't want that after all this work. It's been a long slog. Got to get our 18 horsepower twin 2 IC plus going. Super nice. All right, all of these bad boys gotta go on here. Whew. It's kind of neat. I've never seen this shield before. It looks pretty opposing. It's kind of like a mask, like a bad dude mask. Oh, I think I might have to paint that up. It's good. You know, we should probably paint this. It's really quite something. Whew. Gotta get it all routed. Got our fancy little cap here. I guess that keeps out the big particles. Got our side on, looking good. It almost has a face with like snout coming up there. I like it. It's good. It's rusty. I got one nice bolt here. Put on our fancy side. The rest of them are, you know, nice and rusty. But it's coming together. You know, maybe it's better than nothing. Now for now, we're just gonna have to reuse this until we get our next eBay shipment. Oh well. Look at that. I wonder how old that is. No date. It's pretty caked, but it's better than nothing. I got a little bit of gasoline in here, so let's see if we can. Oh, jeez, man, that's on. Holy cow. Mechanical advantage. So torque is equal to R cross F, fellas. You're gonna like that. R cross F. Go ahead. Drain our oil too. I like how shiny and red it is under here. You know, that's pretty nice where the sun hasn't been just beating up on it. But, oh well. Let's hope this new one I got at the AutoZone. Yeah, boy. Our new STP back on. It's interesting. It's an STP, but it's not blue. Black. Kohler and Briggs and Stratton. Well, of course, let's see if she's rubbing just a little bit. So I gotta pull the cover off again and just, you know, tweak something. Something's rubbing. It'll rub off eventually, but, you know, we just gotta put it together. We don't want to friction burn. And I think I found the problem. This is just a little bit indented right there. It is impossible to see that on video, but from the eye, it's pretty clear. That's what's rubbing. Bend that up, we're good.